10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever in the world you are. Hope you guys are doing fantastic, and should you be as well, because of the news. If you haven't heard already, if I haven't mentioned it already a billion times, Morgan Gibbs-White is going to be a Nottingham Forest player. We got our number one target. He's coming in. Cooper's smiling. I'm smiling. The whole Forest fan base should be smiling as this beautiful chap joins the club. Hope you guys are well. Today's video is our preview of the Premier League matches, and we've got quite a few tasty matches coming up. Highlight of which being, of course, Everton versus Nottingham Forest. Guys, if you haven't done already, join the Prediction League. The link is pinned to the chat and in the description below. Get your predictions in and we will shout them out as we go through the matches. And we will bring on our panelists as always. Let's get everyone in. Here we go with simple as the Spurs fan. We will see you in a week's time. And of course, Twist of Fate is lurking in the background somewhere. How are you ladies doing today? No comments? Okay, good start. Can you hear me?
Hello. All good? Yeah, all good.
All right, okay, that's better. All right, guys, in the chat, get your predictions in. I want to know what the Forest score will be, Everton against Forest. We will, of course, get to that one, but we will run through this week. And I think this week's giveaway, for anyone who beats the three of us, we will give away, we'll make it tasty this week. 5 memberships to the channel where you can get your Forest emotes in and all the other wonderful member perks as well. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new here. But let's jump straight into it and start with game number 1 of week number 3, which is going to be Tottenham against Wolves. And let's start with our resident Spurs fan, simple as. What are you thinking?
I've got to be confident about this one, man. We're at home. We're playing Wolves, who have only lost and drawn so far. They're not looking too impressive. We have lost Romero, who is our best defender, and that could be for up to a month, I'm hearing, potentially. But I still think, even with a shoddy defence, we should be too much for Wolves. I hope Perisic and Spence both start, because I'm not too impressed so far with Emerson Royale. I keep going on about. Sessegnon is okay, but Perisic has just got the crossing. He's got that final ball and he can shoot as well. It's got to be a home win for me all day. I haven't seen enough from Wolves yet this season, and they've just lost their best player, as you keep going on about.
Damn straight, they lost their best player.
Yeah. So handicapped Wolves, as far as I can see, should be an easy home victory.
Are you going for your boys Spurs then? Interesting. Twist. Do you see a twist in the saga?
Well, they've upgraded from their Morgan Gibbs-White to a better player Nunes, so they're looking stronger already. But no, this is a home win all day. It's just how many you put in that left column.
I agree. I can't see it being any less. And guys, get your predictions in. Sean is saying 2-0 to Spurs. Awara and Mope off the books now, I see. We'll come on to all that stuff. I think... I don't see it being many goals. I'm going 2-1 Spurs.
Safe off the bat.
I can't help but go with 2-1, man. I'm going to lock it in. 2-1 to Spurs. Locked. Let's see what you guys have gone in for. Those of you who have done it already. Wait, how do I see? How do I do this again? What tab was it? If I get some matches. Go to round 3. Alright, there we go. So, we've got some predictions in already. Simple as has gone 3-1 to Spurs. Twist has gone 3-0. Calling a clean sheet there, Nick.
Wolves haven't really got...
will?
I went 3-0, so I must have to believe it, but they haven't really got much up front. Spurs, pretty solid defensively.
No one's gone a draw or a Wolves win. I mean, they have lost their greatest player, so it makes sense to me. I think it's pretty home banker win, that one. I can see that all day long. Next match on the list is Palace against Villa. Now, this is a bit of a... What are you boys saying?
Tough one. I mean, Palace, although they've got a defeat and a draw on the board so far, they've been actually pretty decent in 2 games that I've seen them. Second half of the Arsenal game looked pretty good. And then even against Liverpool, they set them up well. And Zaha looked a threat on the counter-attack. So I think against Villa, I think Villa did well in the second game, but it was only Everton. For me, I'm going to say Palace get their first win of the season.
What are you saying?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, I think Selhurst Park will be rocking for this one. They're proper up for it. They've been performing really well. Vieira's got them, in such good shape. Everyone knows what they're doing. They'll have a bit of confidence coming off of that Liverpool draw as well. I think the home crowd will get them over it. I mean, Villa, yes, they won, but they beat Everton, who I think, are potential relegation candidates this year. So I'm going to go with Palace.
I don't know.
It's a toughie. It's definitely a toughie. It could easily be a draw, but...
Yeah, I look at this one and I think Villa coming off the back of a win at Everton. Like you say, Everton are crap. Palace have played well in both matches, but okay, they drew away at Liverpool. Bit of a freak result. They lost quite semi-comfortably to us. I don't know. I'm going for a draw. I'm going to sit on the fence on this one.
Second half, they were really good against Arsenal.
I'm going for a 1-1 draw on this one. I'm locking it in.
It's defence.
Wow, there's a bit of a split pot. More people saying Palace than Villa. So you've got 4-4, 2-1. A lot of 2-1s. Twist has gone 2-1 as well. What have you gone here, Mo?
1-0.
1-0, where are you? Oh, there you are. 1-0. I don't know, man. I've gone for the draw. Forest Ant's gone for the draw. Intensify's gone for the draw. Couple of draws here, and then I'd still say this isn't an outside shot. Villa, if they turn up, could win it 2-1 quite easily. It's gonna be an interesting one. Let's leave it at that and move on to the big one. Now, I'm not going to start this. I'm going to let you guys start. I'm interested. After all the hype of today, Everton against Forest. 2 L's by Everton's name. And we've got the dub there by our name. Which way does this go?
It's a tough one. It is a tough one. Because teams are always going to get a win eventually. Now, is it too early to say Everton get their win off the board at home? It's going to be a tough crowd atmosphere. If Forest played like they did against Newcastle away, then you got to favour the home team. But if they go and play like they did against West Ham, then they're probably more likely to win. That's why I'm undecided and I've gone on the fence and gone for a draw.
Gone for a draw. Guys in the chat, let me know what you're going here. Mo, what are you saying?
Do you know what? I was struggling to put 3 losses in a row for Everton because
Just 1 second, sorry, Mo. David says, can't stay for the chat. Hope you are, David. I'll watch it later. If I become a member looking at the $4.99 one, I gather I get the perks of the 99p one as well. Yeah, if you go for a higher tier membership, you get all the perks that are below it as well, bro. So you're more than welcome to pick whatever tier you like. Thank you, though, David. Hope you're having a good day. Sorry, Mo, go on.
Cheers, David. No, I was saying I'm struggling to say that Everton will lose 3 in a row and they're at home. But I just feel like Forest do have some momentum, as much as I hate to say it, with them at the moment. I doubt Morgan Gibbs-White plays or at least start.
I don't think he'll be registered in time. I'm just getting too caught up in the hype.
Yeah. I mean, you did beat West Ham, who are a good team. They are a good, solid Premier League team. And Everton are kind of like playing like a championship team for the last sort of, 6 months at this stage. So I have gone with my first ever Forest win.
Great, you're going to jinx us, man.
It'll be
Look, for me, I think the thing that a lot of people are forgetting is the injury list West Ham have. West Ham, as David joins the membership, bro. Thank you so much. Oh my god, that's gone off screen.
West Ham or Everton?
Huh?
West Ham or Everton?
Hold on. I can't disrespect that alert coming up on the right-hand side. What is this? Let's get this back up. And
Wow, David.
David is full credit. David, thank you so much, bro. Really appreciate the support. Really appreciate you always being in here as well. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks so much for becoming a member.
Mr. Cousins.
Legend. What I will say is a couple of things. They obviously Calvert-Lewin we know is injured. Doucouré is looking like he's
Everton
out.
injuries you're talking about, not West
Everton,
Ham.
yeah, not Forest. Doucouré is out as well. He's their CDM. They've reverted to his name's gone from me. What's the Arsenal guy in there? Iwobi. He's now playing as CM for them. They're trying to turn him into a bit of a Joe Linton. He had a good game, though. He did have a good game. I just don't think they've got the firepower. And I think as long as we win the battle of the midfield, we can turn them over. And I'm going to go... I think it's going to be a tight game. It's going to be an ugly game. I feel like it's going to be an ugly game. I'm going to go 1-0 to Forest. I hope I'm wrong in the right way and Forest do smash them 3 or 4-0. But I'm going 1-0 to the Forest.
I reckon Johnson gets his first goal.
I don't know who's going to score. I was right last week. I said Awoni would score the first one. I don't think it'll be Johnson. I think it's going to be Lingard.
Ooh, look at that there. A lot of people have grown confidence in Forest a bit.
Let's have a look at this. No one's gone Everton to win. Love it. Even Twist couldn't bring himself to give Everton a win. He's gone 1-0. Paz has gone 1-0. The Walking Boom's gone 1-0. Oh my god, I'm seeing some names in this panel that I'd never seen. Tensify's gone Forest to win. I've obviously gone Forest to win. Ant's gone 2-0. Nathan's gone 2-0. You've gone 2-1, Simple As. That's interesting. That's confidence.
I think you'll concede.
Not with Hendo in goal. Red Raz has gone 2-0. Patman's gone 2-1. And Oh My has gone 3-1 to the Mighty Reds. Look, as we get closer to the game, I'm getting more and more nervous. If you look at the overall majority, half of them are still saying Everton are going to win, with about a third saying the draw. However, this column is now growing. Against West Ham and Newcastle, we are down at like 4%. Now people are starting to believe.
It didn't say you predicted an upset this week, at least.
It did not, That's a good point. That's a good point. It's the first time I've not had that stupid message come up. Even our friends at Superbrew are learning. In the chat, what are they saying? They're here saying City will draw against Newcastle. We'll come on to that one in a second. Lee Van Queef is saying a very comfortable win for Forest 3-1. I would take a comfortable win. I can't deal with a painful game like the West Ham one. Don't forget, guys, we will have the watch along for you on Saturday starting from 2:30 p.m. So we'll do a half-hour build-up, the watch along, and then we'll follow it up as always with the player ratings as well. So yeah, I'm getting nervous just looking at this screen, so I want to move on because I've locked it in. Forest to win it. This game looks boring to me. Fulham, Brentford, London derby. It's a West London derby, isn't it?
Like, you can't get carried away with Brentford beating Man U 4-0 because it was Man U at the end of the day. So for me, I think they might get sent back down to earth here. Fulham look good against Liverpool. They missed a penalty against Wolves. Yeah. I think they're going to get their first win of the season in a narrow victory for me for the home team.
Really? What are you saying, Mo?
They're so tightly matched. Like, player v player, they're very closely matched skill-wise, fitness-wise. Both got decent managers. Brentford are coming off of a win, but yeah, Man U, as we said. I'm going to go for a score draw, I think, on this one. Be the third draw for Fulham if they do. I mean, do I go the home advantage? I don't know.
Why are you thinking? Sean's saying 1-0 to Brentford. Sean, I'm assuming you're one of the guys in here. I don't know what your username is on it. But let me know. I'll
No.
keep an eye out for it.
Home advantage seemed to work for a lot of people last week. I'm going home advantage. 2-1.
You going with Fulham?
Going Fulham. Time for them to get their first win. They deserve one. They've been playing well.
I don't know on this one, man. I think it's going to be ugly. It's going to be a physical battle. You got Mitrovic, who's a bit of a beast up forward, but then from the Brentford point of view, you got Tony. De Silva started really hot. I think it's going to be a high score draw, you know. I do. I'm going to go with the 2-2 draw. I just think that you gotta put into the account that it's a derby as well. It's pretty local. I mean, Brentford to Fulham, as long as there's no traffic, ain't that far away. I think this is a score draw. I'm going 2-2. But let's see what the guys have gone. So the overall percentage of the website's gone 42% for Brentford, an away win, 36 for the draw, 22 for a Fulham win. I thought we would have a split pot here, and we definitely do. We got Desiree Bid going 2-1 to Fulham, Simple As and Twist of Fate both going the same at 2-1. Paz is going 2-0 to Fulham. Intensify's gone 1-0 and Weiwei NFFC's gone 1-0. In terms of the draw, who's gone alongside me? Red Dog has. He's usually pretty hot, and so is Red Raz on their predictions. Forest Ant's backing me as well with a 1-1 draw, with a draw, and Sweaty Palms has gone 0-0. Always hard to predict a 0-0 in my opinion. And for the Brentford win, we got Nathan. We got top 10 NFFC. I love that. Red always gone 2-0 as well. Leo's gone 2-1 to Brentford. NFFC 2022's gone 2-1 Brentford. Omai's gone 2-1 to Brentford. And Patman and the Walking Boom have gone 2-1. I don't think it'll be the prettiest game, but I think the result will be quite interesting. Speaking of unpretty teams, I mean, no greens on their previous. We've got a draw and a loss for a Leicester and a loss and a draw for Southampton. I don't think you could pay me to watch this game. But what are you lot saying?
I mean, Southampton are Jekyll and Hyde. We knew that from last year. And they were literally Jekyll and Hyde within one half of the game last week, but they changed formation halfway through and turned it around and get a draw. But for me, I think Leicester have looked. Oh, they've scored goals in every game, even though they've thrown away leads against Brentford, but they tried to get back in against Arsenal. But I feel like the home side advantage will have too much in this one. And I'm going Leicester.
What about you, Simplus?
I've gone Leicester as well. I just think Southampton's first match was against Spurs. So obviously we smashed them, so I don't read too much into that. But then they did draw with Leeds. They
came from 2-0 down.
They were 2-0 down, so that's the thing. They've got signs of leaking goals. Leicester have scored quite a few goals. I mean, 4 odd goals already this season. They have goals in them, so I can see them tipping it. I don't think they're as bad as people initially thought at the start of the season.
You on Leicester? I'm backing both of you here. I'm going for the classic 2-1 home win. It's got to be done. Oh God, look at this. A little bit more split in terms of draw or Leicester. Only one person's gone for Southampton. If you look at the community as a whole, 78% have gone Leicester, with only 5% backing Southampton and 18% on the draw. Shout out a few of those. So you two have gone freaking holding hands again. 3-1, 3-1. I've gone 2-1. We've got a lot of 2-1s with NFFC top 10, Red Dog 80, and Sweaty Palms as well. And then a few 2-0ers from Forest Ant, Paz, Red Dog 69, and Red Always. And then a couple of 1-0ers from NFFC 2 stars. Love that name. And Forfar as well has gone 1-0. Draw, I think, is a good shout. I really do. You got Intensify going for the draw. Leo, Adam, Desiree, Nathan, NFFC, and Weiwei NFFC, Patman, and the Walking Boom, with Red Raz sticking his neck right out and going 1-0 to Southampton. We'll keep tabs on that one for the weekend.
Respect it.
Yep. And on to the next match, where we've got Bournemouth against the league's form team, I would say, in Arsenal. It's got to be, hasn't it? You're on mute, mate. You're on mute.
Me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, talking about Bournemouth. Okay, wait. They won their first game. They beat what, Villa 2-0.
Yeah.
Villa 2-0, and then the Man City game. I don't even count. Everyone's going to get smashed by Man City. Arsenal, yeah, they're good, but they were a little bit leaky against Leicester as well. They let some. I mean, they scored immediate replies, which was lucky, basically, as far as I see it. Arsenal, just been lucky so
Nothing to do
far.
with being a Spurs fan, yeah?
So I don't know. I think Bournemouth will hang in there, but ultimately Arsenal will be too much for them. So I have gone with Arsenal, but I think it'll be closer than people think.
What are you saying, Twist?
Well, I was going to go 2-1 Arsenal, but I've got to stop going 2-1 and I'm going to go for a clean sheet for Arsenal. They did well defensively against Palace, so it's a similar kind of game, going away to intimidating ground. They made a couple of mistakes against Leicester at the weekend, but I feel like they'll be able to keep a clean sheet. I'm going for a comfortable 2-0.
I think Bournemouth are going to treat this game 90% of the same way they treated the Man City game. They're going to be rugged and try and hold out as long as they can with a 0-0. And if Arsenal can crack them, then it can be 3, 4 or 5. However, I don't think Arsenal are going to score early enough. So I do think that it will end up being 1 or 2-0 to Arsenal. I think they'll have too much for Bournemouth, but Bournemouth will set up. Now, is that the right approach to do at home? I don't know. This, for me, is going to be interesting to see Bournemouth's first home match against a big club, so to speak. So I'm going to go... Have Bournemouth got the firepower to get one in? Something tells me they're going to score a goal.
You just want that safety board and then score.
I do want that safety net because they'll screw me up if they score first or something. What are the guys in the chat saying? Sean saying 2-0 to Arsenal. Yeah, 2-0. I'm going to regret it. It's going to be 2-1 now. There is a lot of clean sheets being given to Arsenal. No one's backing Bournemouth for a draw or a win. Look at those percentages. 96% are going for an Arsenal win. 3% for a draw and 1% for a... Must be one lonely Bournemouth fan. Let's just shout out some of the scorelines. So the biggest one we've got here is nffc top 10 at 4-0. We've got a few 3-0ers from Red Always and Oh My, as well as 2 stars and NFFC 2022. And me and Twist are holding hands here at 2-0. What did you say, Simple as 2-1? You went for the safety net, man. You went for the safety net goal. And then there's a few 2-1ers here, to be honest, and quite a lot of 3-1ers, as well as a 4-1 from Adam NFFC as well. But it's got to be. Can there be an upset? I mean, the way the league has started this season, you just don't know. Now, has this one got an upset written on it? Leeds against Chelsea. Twist, let's start with you on this one. Chelsea performed well, didn't they, against Spurs?
If I'm honest, I haven't seen enough of Leeds this season in the 2 games. I've really only seen the highlights. I couldn't really tell you how well they've been playing. But the weekend, I was impressed with Chelsea. They took the game to Spurs. I thought that was going to be a lot tighter game than it ended up being. Chelsea dominated the game. You did get the draw out of it, but I feel like Chelsea looked really, really strong at the weekend. They still need the striker, obviously, so it's a matter of will they score a hatful of goals against Leeds, but I'm still going to back Chelsea for the win on this one.
Big win or a small win?
That's what I'm dilemmaing right now.
While you're dilemmaing even, Mo, what are you saying?
Yeah, I'm very much similar. I'm kind of debating how big of a win it will be because I know Chelsea really did well against Spurs, but they always do well at Stamford Bridge against us. Something just riles up the fans, riles up the players. Away from home, Leeds have been doing well. They should be on 2 victories up till now. But for me, I'm going to go for a Chelsea mediocre win, let's say.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll concede.
See, I'm thinking the opposite.
Go on.
I'm thinking this is going to be a flashback to the Bielsa days. I'm thinking it's going to be a goal fest. Even though Chelsea don't have a striker, I'm still not convinced by Leeds' defence. I'm going to go 3-2 goal fest here to Chelsea. This will be in the top 3 of match of the day, I think, on Saturday. I'm assuming this is a Saturday match still. Sean's saying 2-1 to Chelsea. I think everyone, once I lock this in, the percentages are going to be interesting. Let's have a look.
Sunday, 2 o'clock.
89% going for Chelsea, 8% on the draw, and 3% backing Leeds. Look at poor Wayway NFFC standing there on his own with a 1-1 draw. Will he be laughing at the rest of us who have all backed Chelsea? And look at these results. Biggest goal difference is going to go to Oh My on this one with a 4-1 prediction. You got myself with a 3-2er. And then let's pick you guys out. So simple as you've gone 2-0. You think they'll keep a clean sheet?
Well, I hope they don't, but I feel like they will.
Twist, you've gone 3-0. Where are you seeing the goals coming from?
I don't know. I just feel like their wing backs are looking good in Cucurella and James. I feel like they're going to create a lot of chances. They don't have a striker there, but Sterling might get 10 shots and score 2, so you never know.
Same story with Chelsea every time. Who's going to score the goals?
Exactly.
It always just comes from different parts of the pitch.
We got Nathan going for a narrow 1-0 here. Let's bring that up. Walking Boom as well, 1-0. Let's pick out another couple. Adam's gone 2-1. NFFC 2-star, love that name. 2-1 as well. And then Paz has gone 3-1 to Chelsea. So, interesting set of results. As we move on to Salty FC versus Brighton. So, let's just recap. Salty FC lost their first game to Man City 2-0. Got demolished last week to the mighty Forest 1-0. And then you got Brighton, who beat Man U on it was the opening week, wasn't it? Where they played you? And then they drew with, oh God, who was it now? It was Newcastle 0-0. And they could have lost that one. They could have won that one had Trippier not cleared off the line. This, boys, is an interesting one.
It's a tough one. I'm really struggling to think what to do on this because West Ham, although you say you annihilated them, they created a decent amount of chances. On another day, that could have gone a different way. Rice didn't have a good game, obviously missed the penalty. From Brian's point of view, yeah, obviously they beat us, and then they should have probably beat Newcastle as well. They're just missing that striker, I feel. I mean, I know Welbeck's done well this season, but they need someone else, I think, that can put the ball in the back of the net. I honestly not sure. You have to come back to me. I'm not really decided yet.
All right, we'll give you some time. What do you say, mate?
I've got it drafted here as a draw. Just because...
Guys in the chat, help us out. I got Sean saying 2-2. Andrew saying 3-1 to Brighton.
That's what I have 2-2 drafted here, but I'm just thinking West Ham, they have to win at some point. The crowd is going to be going mental.
They're going to get lynched if they don't win this one.
Yeah, but Brighton, they're absolutely solid. But every time I think of their strike force, I just think of Welbeck. I just don't understand how.
And then people ask me why I don't want Mopé when Welbeck is keeping Mopé out the team. You know.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I've changed it.
I haven't got a clue.
I'm sticking to a score draw.
I haven't got a clue. The way I look at this is West Ham are yet to score a goal this season. Brighton have scored a couple, but I never have them down as a high-scoring team. I think it's fair to say. I mean, you got Welbeck up front, you ain't getting goals. They have just brought in the left back as well that I really rate highly. I can't say his name, I forgot it. Forest were linked and interested in him as well. I don't know. I'm going to sit on the fence on this one. I know 1-1. I can't split them. Let's see where everyone's gone. And you can see there's a slight favoritism towards West Ham. 45%. 32% on the draw and 23% for the Brighton win. Let's have a look in more detail here who's gone what. So West Ham to win. We got 2-4-5. Twist's gone West Ham to win 2-1.
Just a
Going for
gut
the
feeling.
fail-safe home scorer 2-1.
I'll say I just got a gut feeling. They got to bounce back.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on to it, sorry.
I feel like they're going to bounce back. Like Simple as said, they've got to get a win on the board sooner rather than later, and I think the home advantage is going to be key.
Okay. We've got Paz going 2-0, NFFC 2022 1-0. Sweaty Palms going for a comfortable 3-0. 3-0 to West Ham. The draws are inundated here. Bids, Forest Ant, 4-far, Nathan, NFFC 2-star, sick name. Forest top 10, Patman, Red Dog again, Simple as, me, Wayway NFFC, Leo, and NFFC England all going for the draws. Now, interestingly, on the Brighton win, we do have a few here. Intensify's gone 1-0, Red Always 2-0, Omai's gone 2-1, as has Red Raz and the Walking Boom. I think this is going to be the one that starts splitting. Whoever calls this right will have a good week in terms of points on the prediction, I think. And then this one I don't think is a banker, boys. I don't know. Again, this is quite an evenly matched week in terms of the fixtures that are there. Who wants to start us off on this one? Because yes, it's easy enough to say West Ham, Man City, sorry, but Newcastle. Now Forest have played them and they impressed me. They didn't look great against Brighton. Bruno probably had one of his worst games for them. But at home at St James's Park, this is a tough one. And already Andrew's saying 1-0 to Newcastle in the chat there. Simple as, take it away.
Yeah, no, so Newcastle beat Forest, and, basically
Move
anyone
on.
can do that, so I'm not really taking that into account. They drew against Brighton. Brighton are a good team, solid team. So again, Newcastle are also very much like Brighton, just that solid team. I think they can put up a fight against Man City, and I don't think it'll be a drubbing, but they're too much. They're too much for any of these sort of anyone in the sort of mid to second half of the table teams. So I've just got to back Man City on this, and I can't see Newcastle scoring. I mean,
Really?
who's scored? Callum Wilson? I can't see him getting in behind
ASM.
the defence. Gone for a goalless win for Newcastle.
Twist?
A win for Man City.
I know what you mean. No goals for Newcastle.
Yeah, look, Newcastle have started well. They're a good team, well managed, got some good players, but I think this is going to be a bit of a reality check on where they actually are in the league. I think like Man City will go there. It's a big pitch. Haaland will be wanting to get a couple of goals because he missed out last week. I feel like it'd be a competitive game, but I feel at the end of the day it's going to be a comfortable win for Man City.
I've got the sneakiest feeling. And I might back Andrew here that Newcastle are going to win this. Sean's saying tough game for Man City away at St James's Park, but a 2-0 victory to Man City. There's just something, I don't know why, I think I'm still giddy about this whole Morgan Gibbs-White thing. I've got a feeling we're going to see a semi-Newcastle versus Liverpool back in the day game here. Do I dare? Do I dare? I dare. I dare.
It's going to surely give you a warning on this.
3.
Oh.
One of those.
I pulled out of it last second, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Do I go
Man
for draw?
3 goals.
Huh?
Man City going to concede 3 goals.
This is the game that will show that Arsenal will win the league. Andrew's convinced Arsenal are going to win the league. I've changed my mind.
That's a good one. Yeah, lock that. No, 3-4. It's good.
I just think that Man City won't run away with the title. With Liverpool slipping up, with Forest having dropped points in the first game as the two main contenders, I think Man City will be sucked back in a little this week. I'm going 2-2 and I'm locking it. Oh my God, I got the message. Can't go a week without getting this stupid message. Here we go. I've locked it in. Oh, it's all heavy. Look at that, 94% saying Man City. 5% saying the draw, and only 2% backing Newcastle. I don't know why, I've just got a feeling. And Paz and Red always seem to share that same feeling that I do. Some have got, my God, look at NFC England. He's gone 5-0. And NFFC 2022's gone 4-0. Patman 3-0. You've gone 2-0, Simple As. And NFC Top has gone 2-0. The rest have given Newcastle a bit of a fighting chance by scoring. We got a lot of 2-1s to Man City. Twist, what did you go? Please tell me you didn't go 2-1.
3-1.
3-1, okay. And then you got Adam going 4-1 as well. Couple to pick out. Oh my, 3-1. Sweaty Palms 2-1. I can't even change it now, boys. I've locked it in. I've locked it in. I think it's going to be potentially a good match. Remember, I did say 4-3 to Man City originally. I'll have that as my backup. As we move on to the relegation battle, should we call it? Manchester United against Liverpool. Bottom versus 13th. A 6-pointer potentially. Man U winning this could get ahead of Liverpool in the league. Man U losing this cements them for another week bottom of the table. And yes, you heard me right. You don't need to adjust your sets. Man U currently sitting, propping up the rest of the Premier League table in 20th place. We can only start with one person. Twist, heart or mind this weekend?
Well, I'm just putting a disclaimer out there from the beginning of the season. I'm never going to predict Man U to lose a game. So off the bat, I'm going to lose points all the way through this season. So I'm handicapped all the way through this season. So
you're saying Man U lose every game?
If this week is a draw. So I'm predicting a draw. It's not going to happen. We're going to get destroyed. But I want to see a different players in the team. I want to see some players out of the team that should be out of the team. Rashford, Bruno, Maguire. I just want to see something different. Just something like resembles a footballing team playing football and being interested in playing for this club again. So
you want to see Garner in there?
Yeah, why not? Throw him in, man. There's no one else. They're saying Casemiro is going to be in the team, ready for Liverpool. We're going to sign him in time. It's crazy. We've been linked to like 30, 40 people this week. None of them have materialized. So we're going in with the same old team. If I see Fred and McTominay on that team sheet, it's going to be a massacre. That's all I can tell you. Just pick your numbers right in that right column. That's all I'm saying.
Sean's saying United will be up for this game, but just too much class for Liverpool not to get their first victory of the season, 3-1. I assume he means Liverpool there. Atomic saying, I feel this match could be the start of Man U's redemption. With an LOL at the end, I was going to say. Mo, which way are you going on this?
There is one thing that Darwin is suspended, obviously.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah, I know. That's the thing, because I mean, Jota's around, right? You got Jota.
I think Jota's injured.
Salah.
On fire.
Liverpool are just due to bash someone, and they might just be playing Man U at the perfect time. I do think, because they're at home again, I think Man U might like just sneak a goal, even if it's just like an own goal or a penalty or something.
Well, their top goal scorer this season is own goal.
Yeah. But it will just wake Liverpool up, and if anything, and then they'll just go off and score a decent chunk of goals and beat them at Old Trafford. I'm going Liverpool.
You're going Liverpool.
Yeah.
Cullis joining in late saying 1-0 to the Forest. Love it, bro. I've got a feeling Man U are going to do something, but I'll never, like Twist will never back them to lose. I'll never back them to win.
Joe.
7-2. What if it finished 7-0? Would you get a close on that?
I don't know, but I'd want some respect painted on me.
Who's scoring the 7 there?
Diaz. Take your pick. Diaz. Salah.
They don't. Yeah, without Mane, I don't know if they'll get these 7 type of wins anymore.
I'd say the more important question is who's scoring the 2 for us.
Definitely an own goal. I'm bringing this.
Own goal, penalty.
And if Garner comes on, he'll get you a penalty, yeah.
Giving us so much credit with two. I'm shocked at that prediction, Tanner. You're giving us 2 goals.
You need 2 goals.
Would you take that result right now, Twist?
2 goals on the board? Yeah, probably. Especially if it's like 5-0 down at half time.
Yeah.
I just got a feeling either you're going to get smashed or you're going to get a draw.
It's on a Monday evening as well.
Well, we've also got to factor in the potential for what's happening outside. I mean, there's meant to be this walkout or
the
traffic
protest,
thing. There's not meant to be going outside, but it never seems to materialise that everyone does it. So there'll be a decent whack of people, I think, still in the stadium. There will be protests outside. Whether it's enough to call the game off like last time, I doubt it. But whether that affects the result, I highly doubt it.
Guys, help me out in the chat. Am I going too much here? Am I giving Man U not enough credit or too much credit? 6-1. It would just be funny if you got smashed 6-1, man. That would put you on a goal difference of -10.
I'm just embarrassed that I put in a draw and it says you are predicting an upset, man. That's how much we've fallen. That's
You
just
got the message, man. Seriously.
on a draw. No, I didn't even back us to win, man.
What the hell? That seems quite harsh.
That's just embarrassing.
I'm going 6-1. Screw it. Let's see. Has anyone gone crazier than me? There
Yes.
are 2 people crazier than me predicting Man U to win 3-2 and 2-1. Tomic and Wayway NFFC.
Oh.
Then you got some more delusional people. Trotter saying 1-1 and Twist saying 1-1 as well. And then it's an absolute raft of winners. Look at the percentage, man. Could you imagine this 10, 15 years ago? 84% backing Liverpool to win. 9% with the draw and only 7% with United to win the match.
Oh, Old Trafford.
Glazers out. Glazers out.
So what we got here? Oh my god, 4 fans gone more crazy than me with 6-0. I've gone 6-1. NFFC England has gone 4-1. Simple as you've gone 3-1. Walking Boom 3-1 as well. Any tighter scores here? We got NFFC 2022 at 2-0. Oh my at 2-0. Red Always at 2-0. And Sweaty Palms at 2-0. Who are we missing? We got Twists on there. That's gonna be an interesting one. Hopefully by then Forest will be on 6 points. And I'll get to sit back and enjoy the drubbing that Liverpool give Manchester United. I think that's the last game, isn't it? I got through them quite efficiently, so...
Monday, that.
Huh? Yeah, that was a Monday game, isn't it? So it will be interesting to see. Let's finish up by looking at the leaderboard quickly, if I can get it on screen for you guys. So Southpaw, bro, you've got a target on your back. Excuse me. Twist coming for you. RB's coming for you. Simple As coming for you. So those Wayway NFC and myself. For those of you guys watching for the first time, please join in. The link is tagged, just like Laser is doing now. We're going to give away 5 memberships to the channel for anyone, or the top 5, should I say, who finish above myself, Twist, and Simple As. This, for me, is more, I don't know about you two, but I prefer this to Fantasy League because it really gets you thinking about the form of the team rather than individuals. And also, I'm doing crap on the Fantasy League as well, so I'm not liking that too much. But I just like that you got to get your mind working and really start thinking, looking at their results, etc. and what have you. But yeah, just like Laser, if you haven't joined yet, go and join. You won't be lagging behind because we'll look at the weekly results and they give you an average of the score of the league table as well to boost you back up into play. The link is tagged to the chat. It's also in the description down below as well. I think that about sums it up for today. I've still got to go and try and get this smile off my face about Morgan Gibbs-White. No doubt I'll be giving you guys some updates either later on tonight, or you won't want to miss the transfer news video tomorrow. It is going to be crazy. If you haven't seen it already, or you don't know, or you're just coming in from work, Morgan Gibbs-White is going to be a Nottingham Forest player. £25 million fee agreed, plus about 7 to 10 in achievable add-ons, and then another 4 to 5 million, bringing it up. I'm getting him off screen. Bringing it up to 42 million, sorry, 42 million as an overall deal. If you want the details on that, go check out my video from this afternoon. It will break it down to you. It also has an update on Aouara, what's going on with him, Mope as well, the Real Madrid right back. Yes, I got it right this time. He's not a centre back. And as well, who's the other one on the video? I forgot. Oh, Moreno. New link back into Moreno, who snubbed us. So go check out the video. It will explain all to you. Good evening, lads. How you doing, Pat? I am great. I hope you're well. You too as well, Jolly Ollie. Guys, couple of things before we all shoot off. If you wouldn't mind giving this video a like. I know it's not the Forest news, but it's always good to have a look at around us and what's going on with the competition. We want to give you as much content as possible, obviously focused on Forest, but at the same time, we need to be checking out the teams in and around us in the Premier League. So please subscribe if you haven't already. You can join the membership now and get those lovely emotes that are being spammed in the chat by the members. We will be adding, as soon as he's officially announced, Morgan Gibbs-White as an emote. Can't wait for that one. Go check out the merch store. If there's any Forest stuff you want to pick up there, you are more than welcome to. Again, definitely going to have a Morgan Gibbs-White t-shirt. Maybe with the old gun showing off there as well. But until tomorrow, guys, thank you for watching. We will have tomorrow for you the preview in depth for Everton against Nottingham Forest, and we will follow that, of course, with the watch along on Saturday starting from 2:30. Will Morgan Gibbs-White be registered in time to play? I highly doubt it, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. Thank you guys for watching as always, and we will catch you tomorrow. Come on, you Reds!